Hello, my name is Brandon Ivey, and welcome to this full presentation of NLC International. Now, my background is not much different from many of yours. I was taught that if I want to achieve financial freedom in America today, there's a couple of things that I must do, and that is go to school, get good grades, and graduate and get a good, safe, secure job. A job that's going to take care of me for the rest of my life. Now, that might have worked for my parents' generation, and especially for my grandparents' generation, but that is no longer the case for us today. And I followed that path. I graduated from Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. But due to no fault of my own, after entering corporate America, I was laid off from my job. Now, many of you have been laid off from your job. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, I guarantee you know somebody who has. And chances are you're working hard on your job right now so that you don't get laid off. And you're putting in more hours, more time. And you better not even ask for a raise because you're one of the lucky few to have a job in the first place. Now let's talk about those lucky few. The federal government states, and this is their statistics, that 97% of all Americans will retire broke, dependent on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. 97%. We have over 10,000 baby boomers retiring a day, a trend that's going to continue for the next 10 years. So I don't need to convince you that there is no more security in what we've been taught growing up and in the old 9-to-5 American dream. There's no security there, so we must position ourselves in a home-based business or in something that's going to generate multiple streams of income so that we have a plan B just in case our plan A doesn't work out. And that's where a business like NLC International comes into place. But however, even as bad as the economy is today, there is absolutely no shortage of opportunities in America. None. We have more opportunities today than we have ever had in history. You cannot turn on your computer, go to the internet, or even look at Facebook without being bombarded with opportunity after opportunity. So it's not that there isn't many opportunities. The hard part is finding out what is the right opportunity. What is a good opportunity from those get-rich-quick schemes and scams out there? Those businesses that promise you all the money in the world in a short period of time, and they're about to launch or they haven't launched yet. They want you to lock in your spot. And they're only going to be here from 6 months to a year, and they're gone. And it gets frustrating for people who legitimately want a real opportunity but just can't find one. Well, I've been in this industry for over 13 years, and I've had the fortune of being at the top and at the bottom. I have a good eye. I know what to look for. And I had three main questions when someone showed me NLC International. And the first question was this: what is the background of the company and the products and services that the company is offering? Well, let's talk about that. NLC stands for New Leadership Company, that was founded in 2002, so that tells me right there that it's a 10-year-old company. Most companies don't make it past 5 years. This company has made it past 10 years. The owner of the company is CEO and founder Mr. Hal Wynn, based out of Houston, Texas. This is a company that earned over $500 million in the mortgage and real estate industry. So that told me something else. Not only did it make it past 5 years, it earned over $500 million. That means that it was a success. If you were involved in the mortgage and real estate industry over the past decade, chances are you have heard of NLC International or you did business through NLC International. We have a worldwide presence, but the company relaunched in the fall of 2010, and why? Well, something outside of our control happened. The mortgage and real estate industry crashed. A lot of banks went out of business, a lot of mortgage companies went out of business, but this one survived. But the owner of the company just said, I think we should diversify ourselves just in case something were to go wrong or the real estate mortgage industry never comes back. Something to keep us afloat. So we relaunched with multiple industries and services in 9 major industries, thousands of products, and 35 ways to get paid. We have a debt-free, solid financial company. And let me give you some more information here. Now, even though we have 9 major industries where we offer you the ability to direct sell our products and services to customers and consumers, we're not looking for direct sellers. See, most people can't sell fire to an Eskimo or ice water in the Mojave Desert, and that's perfectly okay. Because what we do at NLC is we sell you a dream. We offer you a risk-free opportunity, no major investment, no franchise fees, no loss of job security, no experience required, no inventory, unlimited territory, and unlimited opportunity. As a matter of fact, you can do this business from anywhere on the planet. If you have a cell phone, a computer and internet access. You're ready to go. Now before we go any further, we have 4 positions to get started, and I like to tell you up front so that you don't feel like where's the gotcha coming. 4 positions to get started: marketing rep, silver, gold, and platinum. Marketing rep is one time $120. Silver is one time $220. Gold is one time $259, and platinum is one time $299. What's the difference? You do the same amount of work no matter what position you're in. The only difference is, as a platinum member, you get paid more money than all the rest. Now, gold and silver has a monthly membership. Marketing rep and gold and platinum. Marketing rep and silver does not have a monthly subscription. Gold and platinum does. Gold is $39 a month to remain in business, to participate in maximize the compensation plan, and platinum is $79 a month. Let me tell you what you get for all of this. First and foremost, you get to be able to market 9 major industries. Now, this is a very important question I asked. The products and services that we market are services that people need, they can use, and that they can afford without having to change their buying habits. Why is that important? Well, most companies out there market one industry and one product. And they mostly market products that people don't need, can't use, can't afford, they can't give away. You end up having it stocked up in the garage, the van, the trunk of your car. You know, I'm telling the truth. Go into your kitchen, open up the pantry. I'm sure you've got products there from years ago like I do. Now, I'm not saying that the products don't work. The products are fantastic. I haven't had a major illness in over 2 years because of the products. But the bottom line comes to this. In a bad economy, and if you're on an auto ship with a certain product with the company, and it comes to having to pay your electric bill or pay for that auto ship, which one do you think is going to get paid? But if you're marketing a product or service that people already need, they already use, they can afford, and they're going to purchase anyway, no matter what the economy is doing, you retain your customers. Let's talk about our products and services. First, we have online shopping with NLC Consumer Services. This is like an online shopping mall. People are shopping online anyway. Just last year on Cyber Monday, over $1 billion was spent online in one day. This is a no-brainer. Shop online, get savings and discounts, and you get to earn a commission from people doing so. We also have NLC Travel. The average family household spends over $3,000 a year on travel-related expenses. This is an industry that will never go away. This is an industry that didn't even go down during the bad economy. Why? Because people still want to get away. So they can come to your website, book their vacation, get savings, and you get a commission from them doing so as well. We have what made this company a $500 million in the first place, which is a mortgage and real estate industry with NLC Financial Services. Imagine every time somebody got a loan, refinanced their home, or even wanted to purchase a home for the first time, or get a mortgage. Once that happens, you referred them, you get credit for doing so. We also have Value Care Plus. We have over 45 million Americans in America that have absolutely no health care coverage whatsoever. Now, we don't have a solution for the health care crisis in America, but at least we can offer you some options. We have a guaranteed acceptance program, no health questions asked, no pre-existing conditions, no employer contribution required, no deductibles, an easy online submission. We have NLC Power Save. Now, this is huge. In the state of Texas, how would you like to get paid every single time somebody flips on a light switch? Or every time somebody paid their electric bill? You get paid. And not only that, as a platinum member, you're going to earn $10 per customer. So whatever other electric providers out there, whatever other network marketing companies offering electricity, and there's a couple of them, and they're great companies. Only problem is they just cannot pay out what we pay out. $10 per customer without having to hit the top position of the company. We have NLC Wellness Division, starting with our 2-day diet. This is an industry that will never go away. On New Year's Eve, what's the 2 things that most people put down when they make their New Year's resolution? They want to make more money and get in better shape and lose weight. Well, with NLC, you can do both. We have our 2-day diet, Dream Body Slimming. This is a Japan Lensing Slimming formula. We also have coffee, Ganoderma coffee. Now, why would we add coffee? Why would we add coffee? Next to water, coffee is the most consumable product on the planet. Over 70% of the world is drinking coffee. You walk out of your house today and go to any eating establishment, no matter what it is, and chances are 99% of them are selling coffee. You even have companies like Starbucks where all they do is sell coffee. But what is our unique marketing advantage? See, we're not just offering you coffee. We're offering you Ganoderma coffee, the world's most powerful herb. This coffee here has health ingredients with over 2,000 years of study in Asia. This is a healthy coffee that's going to help you boost your immune system, lower your cholesterol level, lower your blood pressure, help with heart disease. We have 2-in-1 ingredients, 4-in-1 ingredients. We have what's called ginseng tea. We also have male and female libido enhancement coffee. We have dietary coffee. And for those of you who are not coffee drinkers like myself, we have chocolate Ganoderma, and we have capsules that you can take, the pills, that you get the same healthy benefits from the coffee. Being a platinum member with NLC International, you get to have a 20-box serving for less than $10. Retail price is over $20, but you get it for less than $10. Some of it is less than $15 for retail. So this is a huge industry that you're going to see a whole lot more in the coming year for Ganoderma, and this is exploding across America right now. We also have NLC Wireless Division. Again, this is another necessity. This is a necessity. Why? Because everybody has a wireless device. Everyone has access to a wireless device. I guarantee wherever you are watching this presentation right now, your cell phone is no more than 2 to 5 feet from wherever you are. You walk from room to room carrying your wireless device with you. But what is our unique marketing advantage when there's a lot of companies out there that also market wireless? Well, we're not just a wireless provider, we are a wireless dealership. NLC Wireless, see this store right here in Houston, Texas that these two women have, is their own dealership store, which all of you have on your own website. Your website is the dealership. Now, unlike other companies where they only offer you maybe one carrier like Sprint, we offer all of them. AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon, Boost, H2O, Simple Mobile, Page Plus, Virgin Mobile. We offer all of them. Why is that special? Because we give our customers a choice. Depending on where you are in the country and your coverage area, you may not want AT&T. Instead, you may want T-Mobile. Well, we can provide our customers a choice. Now, what happens in this store? Just like your website, we can offer postpaid and prepaid. Postpaid is probably what you already have right now. That means that you're on a contract. You saw a commercial for a smartphone or an iPhone. You said, hey, I want that phone, but you don't want to pay the $500 for the phone. So they say, we'll give it to you for free if you sign up on a 2-year contract, and you do so. Not realizing that at the end of 2 years, you probably spent about $4,000 for that phone. So here, if that's what you want, we offer it. But where we excel is in the prepaid side of our business. How would you like to cut your cell phone bill in half? 9 times out of 10, we can cut somebody's cell phone bill in half with our prepaid. That means there's no contract, no credit check, no deposit, anywhere between $40 to $60 a month, unlimited talk, text, and web. That is unbeatable. We also offer accessories on our website. For example, you can sell phones, any kind of phone you can think of. We also sell watch phones, Bluetooth devices, tablets, chargers, batteries, cases, anything that has to do with the wireless device, we sell it and you get credit for it every time someone purchases it on your website. We have what's called an activation portal. This is a $3,000 value here. What does that mean? What is an activation portal? Well, when you get your brand new phone, to use it, you have to get it turned on. So what do? You take it down to your local dealership. They pull out a SIM card. They punch some buttons on the computer behind the counter. And with a couple of minutes later, they hand you your phone. They put the SIM card in there, and you're activated, and you're ready to go. We have the same thing on our website. Every single one of you has that access to that same portal. So for example, I switched my wife from Sprint to H2O Unlimited. How did I do that? I took out a H2O Unlimited SIM card, got the same phone she was using before, went to my activation portal, typed in the number from the SIM card and the IMEI number on the back of the cell phone, put that SIM card in there. I did what's called ported in the number, which meant my wife could keep her same number. And within a day, she was activated and she was ready to go. And guess how much we saved? went from spending $130 a month, and it wasn't even unlimited everything. It was unlimited data, but it had like 1,500 minutes, family minutes. But $52 a month, unlimited talk, text, and web. $52. Saved myself over $600 a year. One of our top regional marketing directors, Dr. Michael Smith Sr., saved the family over $2,000 a year without them switching their service, and they kept their same numbers, and they kept the same phone. They just signed up with our plan. Over $2,000 a year in savings without having to skip a beat. Well, you get to choose which carrier you want, and this is just a small selection of what we offer. Let's say you're in Florida and you want to sign up a customer in California. You pull out that SIM card. You can charge them for the SIM card, about $25 per SIM card. Charge them an activation fee for $35, or you can give it to them for free. That's your choice. You tell them to give you the IMEI number on the back of their cell phone. You input all that information onto your website here in the activation portal. Put that SIM card in the mail. Ship it out to them. They put it in the back of their phone and they're activated. You never even met your customer. How about that? We also have a refill portal. Now, why is this important? Well, since this is month to month and with no contract, you have a choice to either have your phone automatically charged to your account every single month, or you could come and physically do it every single month on the website portal on your website. Let's say this month you were H2O, then you decide, I want to do T-Mobile next month, or I want to do Verizon, or I want to do Pace Plus. You choose. How about somebody that's already on prepaid and you didn't even sign them up as a customer, but you bring them to your website and they refill their minutes, probably get a better deal in savings, you get paid. As a platinum member, you're getting 7%. 7 to 8% as a platinum member on all of your customers. My H2O bill with my wife, I'm making $4 a month in residual income. Now you may say $4 is not a lot of money, but how much are you making on your customer or your own phone right now? What if you had 20 customers, 50 customers, 100 customers? That starts to add up real quick. That's why you want to be a platinum member. Marketing rep, you're only getting 2%. But as a platinum, you're getting 7%. How about this? We have NLC Wireless. What this is our own brand name on the T-Mobile network. Unlimited talk, text, and web. No contract, no credit check, no deposit, $50 a month. You want international as well? Add $10 to that, you get international as well. U plus 6 equals free service. That means you sign up 6 NLC Wireless customers and yours is free every single month. We have a promotion going on right now. What this promotion means is all silver and gold members who sign up get 2 free SIM cards. Gold get 2 free SIM cards per month. Now remember, I said as a gold you are spending $39 a month in business for your overhead. The SIM card is worth $25 each. So you're getting $50 in value in product and only spending $39. A platinum member is getting 4 free SIM cards. That's $100 value for $79 a month. This is a game changer in the industry because the company is basically paying you to be in business. Because what can you do with those SIM cards? Well, you can use them to activate and sign up customers. You just made your monthly residual back right there, your monthly membership fee. Plus, you're getting a residual every single month on the customer. Or you can sell the SIM cards, whatever you choose to do with them. But the company is literally paying you to be in business. Now that answered question number 1 for me. This company offers products and services that everybody needs, they can use, and that they can afford. Online shopping, a necessity, especially in a bad economy because people still need to shop. But they want to shop for the best deals and savings. We have travel, that's a necessity. We have electricity, that's a necessity. Coffee, try to tell somebody who drinks coffee that is not a necessity come Monday morning. Coffee, a necessity. Wireless, a necessity. Weight loss, a necessity. So people will still be using these services no matter what the economy is doing, and you can earn an income, direct sale of all of these products and services and residual income. Now, if that's what you want to do, that's great. I know people that say, I don't want to recruit, I don't want to sponsor anybody. Can I still earn an income? Yes, you can. Unfortunately, that's not for me. That's not for me. I like to be honest. I like to keep it real. I am not about the products. I don't care about products, personally. If the compensation plan is right, I'll sell tires on the side of a freeway. Anybody who's seen my videos know this. But this is what I care about. This is the most important thing to me. It's question number 2. Can NLC International have a great compensation plan that affords people the ability to earn income up front and a large amount? Now, I'm not talking about get rich quick. The reason why I say that is I've been in this industry for 13 years. And one thing I've learned is 90% of people in any company, it doesn't matter what the company is, they fail after their first 3 months in business. 90% fail. Is it because the company is bad? Absolutely not. I know the worst companies out there with the worst compensation plans and the worst products, and there's somebody making 6 figures in it. Is it because the company is good? Absolutely not. I know companies out there with the best products, a decent compensation plan, and most of the people in the company are broke. So why is it that they fail? They fail because they quit. And why do they quit? They quit because they're spending more money on a monthly basis than they're actually ever making. See, most companies have something that might be called an auto ship. Or even if they don't have an auto ship, you still have expenses, like a monthly hosting website fee, which we don't have. And then traveling to conventions and purchasing materials and purchasing your inventory. After 3 months, you might have spent $1,000 and you only made about $50. And if that's the case, you're going to quit and go to another company where you think the grass is greener somewhere else. Now, I know somebody like me will make money in anything that I do. The problem is if I recruit people into that company and they quit every 3 months, I'm going to have to continuously recruit more people to take the place of the ones that I lost. It's called attrition. And I didn't want to play that game anymore. It's called the recruiting game. So I asked that question when I saw NLC International. Can this company afford to pay out enough upfront income so people will stick with the program? And the answer is yes. But I want to highlight a revolutionary compensation plan that's called our 2x1 matrix cycle program. Here is how this works. You sign up into the business and your name is Sue. Sue signs up 2 people, Sally and Jerry. You know what happens to Sue? She gets $150 bonus right there on the spot. $150. Now, how would Sue like to make another $150 bonus? What does she have to do? Well, she signs up 2 brand new people, and guess what? She gets another $150. Well, how would Sue like to earn another $150 without sponsoring anybody else? How does that work? Well, what if Sally and Jerry, they did the same thing Sue did, and they signed up 2 people each? They're each going to get $150 and they're going to cycle. Brandon, you keep saying cycle. What does that mean? That means that they get a free re-entry and start all over again. But where do they cycle to? They cycle right back to their sponsor, Sue. And because Sue now has 2 more new positions under her field, she gets another $150. Now, Sue just made $300 and only sponsored 2 people in the business. And if Sally and Jerry continue to cycle, Sue continues to get paid. If you cycle 1 time per week, that's $600 a month. You cycle 1 time per day, that's $4,500 a month. There's no limit to how many times you can cycle. You write your own check. But it gets even better than that. We all know a person like Sue. And I want to challenge you in any other company out there, and I'm going to give you a scenario, and you tell me this is true or not. In any other company, Sue joins. Sue has no experience in network marketing. Sue has no education, no college degree, no background, no warm market, no cold market, but she wants to make some extra money. So you sign her up in your company. She can't even sign up a customer, not even 1 customer, but she brings 1 person in the business, Sally. Would Sue ever make a dime in any other company? The answer is no. And Sally's in the same boat. Sally signs up Jeff. Jeff signs up Nick. Let me tell you what happens with NLC. Nobody has made a dime yet. But Nick signs up 2 people, Gina and Abe. And what happens to Nick? He gets $150 and he cycles. Where does he cycle to? Right back to his sponsor, Jeff. Now on the report, it looks like Nick is underneath Jeff twice. Did Jeff sign up Nick twice? No, just one time. But the computer doesn't care who's under Jeff. As long as 2 positions are filled, the computer kicks out that $150 payment. And as a result, Jeff gets a $150 bonus from one person, and he cycles to his sponsor, Sally. Same thing happens to Sally. Sally gets $150, cycles right back to Sue. Sue gets $150. It's like a domino effect. The person at the bottom cycled, and it caused everybody above, like a domino, to cycle as well. Now Sue just made $150, didn't sign up a customer, and only signed up one person in the business. Can that happen in any other company? The answer is absolutely not. No. And someone will ask me this question, well, how can the company pay out without signing up a single customer? Haha. Here's the secret for NLC. Sally is a customer. Why? NLC International is like a Sam's Club. What do you mean? It's like a Sam's Club. If you don't know what a Sam's Club is, picture your local grocery store and all the items in it that you purchase. And then down the street, there's a huge warehouse 3 times the size of your local grocery store that has the same products your grocery store has, except it's in bulk. Bulk items. And it's cheaper than the little items in your local grocery store. But not just anybody can walk in that warehouse. Only members can. You either pay a monthly or yearly membership fee for access to that warehouse, access to those items in bulk and wholesale price. Same thing with NLC. Your monthly membership grants you access to NLC products and services at wholesale price. Take, for example, the Ganoderma coffee, which I'm going to show a little later on. As a platinum member, instead of paying the retail price, you pay wholesale price and get a box of serving 20 servings for less than $10. If you're not a member, you pay retail price. You also earn higher commissions. We have a gentleman in Fresno that spends $2,500 on his coffee. Why? Because he can turn around and sell it at retail price and make $5,000. You have your own, it's like you have your own business chain for NLC. You buy the products at wholesale, you can turn around and sell it at resale. And here's what's even better. How often do we get paid? Every week, every month, how about every day? We get paid daily with NLC International. Daily pay, direct deposit, not alert pay, PayPal, check, Liberty Reserve, Washington Mutual. You have to wait to hope the mailman doesn't lose your check. Direct deposit into your bank account. International people, they can do alert pay, PayPal, Liberty Reserve, but we also have international debit card where you can gain access to that card immediately. We can drop money into it. You can use it like a debit card anywhere in the world. So that answered question number 2 for me. The question was, can people make immediate upfront money to keep them afloat now? The answer is yes. Because of this program, over 70% of the people on my team has made at least $150 or more. 70%. You look at income disclosure statements of most companies, and they only show you maybe 10 to 15% is in profit. They will tell you 95% of the people in the company will never make $1,000 in a year. And I'm showing you 70% are making at least $150 in the first 2 months in business. We have another promotion going on here. For those of you who do cycle, you get $150, or you have the option of getting a brand new Android phone or an Android tablet. Now see, this Android phone comes with an app that allows you to do free unlimited international talk and text. And the Android tablet is 2 kinds, the Pandigital and the Android Velocity. Now you choose. Now here's the deal. These devices are worth over $200. So how can the company afford to give you a $200 device when you only earned $150? Well, the company is a dealership. That means that the company is only spending or buying these products at wholesale price and selling it to you or the rest of the world at retail, but it can give it away for you whatever they want. So when you go to Best Buy or Fry's and you look at an item You know, you want to purchase it, you're purchasing it at retail, but did Best Buy purchase that at retail? No. They purchased it at wholesale, and they're making profit from the difference. That's what NLC International is. And that answered question number 2, but question number 3, residual income. Again, I've been in this industry for a long time, and you'd be hard pressed to find any company out there that has real residual income. But NLC does, and this is not a binary. This is a unilevel, 5 levels deep. You can sponsor as many people as you want. This is not a forced matrix. Now notice, remember I said we had marketing rep and silver? There is no monthly membership for marketing rep and silver, but they do not participate in this residual program. Only gold and platinum does. Gold and platinum, $39 a month and $79.95 a month. I only speak about platinum, as that's where you want to make the most money. Well, let's say you sponsor 4 people, and you can sponsor as many as you want. But let's say you only sponsor 4, and you teach those 4 how to sponsor 4 or 5 levels deep. You're going to earn $5 per person on level 1, $8 on level 2, $11 on level 3, $14 on level 4, $17 on level 5. That's a grand total of $21,844 a month. And I was not impressed. What do you mean you weren't impressed, Brandon? Well, I can sit in any presentation in America, and some guru in front of the stage can show me numbers like this. See, what I've learned to find out is when they show numbers like this, and you guys are there for the first time, you have no idea what it actually takes to make that. Number one, they don't tell you that you have to hit the top position in the company to ever get close to that type of figure of $20,000 a month. You got to hit the top position in the company. The next thing they don't tell you is how many people you actually need on your team to get there. And I challenge you, when you see a presentation like that, ask that question. How many people would I need on my team, or how many customers would I need to make that happen? And you'll get a stuttering statement. Chances are they don't even know themselves. But let me tell you what did impress me about NLC when I saw this. Look to the 4th level, $3,500 a month. Now that's something the average person could wrap their brain around, because that's probably what they're making on their job right now. And if you tell a person, hey, listen, I can replace your income and gain you 60 hours of work back into your time, and you stay at home and you can earn the same amount of money you're working on your job, would that interest you? The answer is always yes. But here's where it's an important question. How many people would you need on your team to make $3,500 a month? How about 256 people? Are you kidding me? I was done. I was sold at that point. I said, you know what? Stop the presentation. Show me where I need to sign up and move out of my way. Why would I say that? If you're confused right now, you're not impressed. Here's why. A couple of years ago, I was part of a company, put over 2,000 people in business in 6 months. Made thousands of dollars in bonuses, got promoted to all the top positions, was #1 producer on the West Coast. But you know what? My residual income was only $500 a month. And you may say, hey, $500 a month, that's some good money right there. That's a lot of money. And it is. You can do a lot with $500 a month. You can pay down your mortgage, credit card bills, your car note, groceries, utilities, your cell phone bill for your family. So you can do a lot with $500 a month. But it's not impressive for what we had to do to get it. Because the average person is not going to have 2,000 people on their team in 6 months to get that. If we were only making $500, imagine what the rest of them were making. $50, $70 a month, with an auto ship of $150 a month. See, they're spending more money than they're making, and after every 3 months they're going to quit, and I'd have to go and recruit more people. But with 256 people, that's doable. In fact, you look at one hand. Now, let's see. 2,000 people, $500 a month. 256 people, $3,500 a month. If you still don't get it, I challenge your business sense. But let me break it down if it's still confusing you. Look at the 3rd level. $700 a month. 64 people on your team. Are you kidding me? The question is not can you do this, but how fast can you do this? 64 platinum members just on your first 3 levels. In fact, less than 100 people on your team is almost $1,000 a month residual income. The average person can do that. Now, for you gurus, for those of you who's used to having thousands of people on your team, For those of you who like making videos about how much money you've made in the past, how large your organizations have been, how much of an internet marketing coach you are, look at this, $21,000 a month. How many people do you need on your team? 1,300 people. And guess what? I didn't even talk about anybody getting promoted yet. I know one person said, well, Brandon, we have a binary. We get paid through Infinity on the weak leg. Oh, really? How would you like to get paid through Infinity right here? You hit the first position of marketing director, and all you have to do is have a total of 12 paid members on your first 2 levels. You do that, you're a marketing director, and you get paid $3 through Infinity. A gentleman on my team named Sir Calvin Ellerby holds the record, did it in less than 48 hours. Gets paid $3 per person through Infinity. The next position is regional marketing director. At that position, you earn $6 per person through Infinity. $6 per person. If you do the math, 4 getting 4 getting 4, the 6th level is just $24,000 alone. That one level is more than levels 1 through 5 combined. Why does that excite me? Because the majority of my organization is well below my 5th level. I'm in this for the long term. The top position is vice president, where you're going to earn $15 per person through Infinity past the 5th level. How would you like to get paid what I like to call residual bonuses? See, you're going to earn $150 every time you cycle, but what do you make every time the people on your team cycle? Nothing, unless you're an executive, unless you're a marketing director and up. If you're a marketing director and you have 15 personal cycles, you're going to earn $10 per cycle on every cycle on your team. $10 per cycle. If you're a regional marketing director, that's $15 per cycle on your team. Vice president is $25 per cycle on every cycle on your team. What if you did 100 cycles on your team every single month or every single week? I'm going to show you proof of that a little later. But we have a fantastic recognition and reward system. We reward our leaders. We have Super Bowl type rings. Anyone that earns 6 figures in a 12-month calendar period will get the Super Bowl type rings. We have conventions. We have trips and travel destinations. We have a monthly car allowance for our executives, $300 to $500 a month for your car. The next step is to get started. So how do you get started? We've got platinum member, $299 one time, $79 a month after that. And we have gold, $259. I only talk about gold and platinum. That is it. And that is the presentation, but now what I want to do is show you just a little bit more. I want to show you proof. Why? Because people say all the time, how much money are you making? Right? How much is anybody making money in this program, in this company? I ask the question, it's natural, but I cannot show you checks, pay stubs, or bank statements. That's against the law. It's called enticement. What I can do is show you proof of production. So what I'm going to do is show you my back office. And this is our NLC website. You got your picture up here at the top left. You've got access to every industry that we're in. You have your own coded website, over 20 capture pages to help build your business. No monthly website hosting fee. And the ability to earn 35 ways of getting paid. Now let me show you my back office here. Let's go to commission. Here's my own 2x1 cycle report. At the top left here, you can choose between getting paid through direct deposit, international debit card, Android cell phone, or tablet. This is my report. Every time I cycle, I get paid. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And notice here, you want to sponsor as many people as you want, because the more people that you personally sponsor, the more times you're going to cycle. If you sponsor 20 people, you know, not every single person may go to work that week, but somebody will, and you cycle over and over and over again. 2, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 cycles, right? Let's do the math there. 28 times 150. That's $4,200 in cycle bonuses. Okay, that's bonuses. Person said, okay, Brandon, of course you've made money. What about anybody else? Is anybody else on the team making money? Anybody else getting paid? Right? It's one thing for the person that's doing the presentation to make money, of course, but what about everybody else? Let me show you the team cycle report. Here is our team cycle report. See all of these names here? These are people who have cycled and gotten paid. It's not just one person, but it's multiple people. Some cycle for their first time, some are cycling multiple times. So this is proof that not just me, but everybody else on the team is getting paid. Now remember what I said. How would you like to earn every single time somebody on your team cycles? So let's say you are a regional marketing director. You're a regional marketing director and you sponsored me, or somebody on your team sponsored me. It doesn't matter. You're the upline regional marketing director. And I brought to your team 343 cycles. And I'm just one leg for you, but 343 cycles. 343 times 15. That's $5,145 in bonuses you would have made, plus all the cycles you had. That's $9,345 in bonuses from cycling. And I'm just one leg for you. What if you were doing 343 cycles a month or 500 cycles a month on your team? That's just bonuses. Now let me show you something else that is very impressive to me, because we just crossed a milestone that I'm happy about. And this is the most important, because you go on the internet, you see somebody always flashing up how much money they're making, their $40,000 check, but they can't show any proof of anybody else on their team that's actually making any money. Now I'm going to show that. Now as a team, CEOs Unlimited, we got started in September of 2011. 4.5 months later, or 5 months later now, 490 members, 344 cycles. We have brought to NLC in volume $115,000 in volume. $115,000. Now this is what's even more important. Bonuses paid out to the team. Now understand, I'm not talking about residual income from the products and services. I'm not talking about residual income from the residual membership plan. Just the 2x1 cycle. I'm not even talking about overriding of every cycle on the team. Just the 2x1 cycle. Over $50,000 has been paid out to CEOs Unlimited in 4.5 months. $50,000. Not just to one person. I showed you what I made. But to the team. Over 70% of the people on our team is getting paid. That means they're going to stick with the program. That means they're not going to quit. That means you don't have to continuously play the recruiting game. This is a game changer in this industry. No other person out there can show evidence like this in their organization. Let me show you something else here. This is our NLC Wireless. NLC Wireless. And while this is doing this, I want to go back here. But on our NLC Wireless, we have our activation portal, we have SIM cards, we have accessories, we have the smartphones, we've got the cell phones, we've got all the services. We have international calling, we've got laptops, we've got everything you need to know as far as wireless is concerned. Let me show you our income calculator, for example. For those of you who it's going crazy right now, do your own math. Let's say you sponsor 2 people and they sponsor 2 people. That's $898 a month in residual income. Whoa, say what? Let me back up there. You sponsor just 2 people. You already know in the 2x1 cycle you get $150. But the residual income, and you teach those 2 to sponsor 2 just 5 levels deep, that's almost $1,000 a month in residual income. Are you kidding me? What if you did 3? 3 getting 3. That's $5,649 a month in residual income. This is the greatest compensation plan on the planet. No other company can touch this. I put the challenge out there and everybody has fallen short. Nobody can touch this. You already know what 4 getting 4 is, 21,000. But what about 5 getting 5? That's $63,000 a month in residual income. But let's just say, because people say this all the time, well, industry standard is most people sponsor 2.5 people in the industry in their career. 2.5 people each. But you're not average. Let's say you sponsor, like me, you're going for 100 people wide. But let's say you sponsor 20 people. And those 20 only sponsor 3 each. Okay, they're not superstars. They're not like you. They can only do 3. But they sponsor 3 each. That's $37,000 a month in residual income. You write your own check. That's just levels 1 through 5. That's not even talking about going through infinity, especially with you being promoted. This is a no-brainer, ladies and gentlemen. And to top it off, I represent our group, which is called CEOs Unlimited, where we have a fantastic training program put into place. This is our training website. It's like a Facebook within a Facebook. We have a schedule of events where we have something going on almost every single day for you to plug into. We give you all the training that you need, all the help that you need to show you how to earn income in this opportunity immediately. Well, thank you guys for showing up and watching our presentation today. Get back with the person who invited you here. Let them know whether you're in or out. Let's get you signed up and let's get you moving. How would you like to override not only your local city, but your state and your country? This is worldwide and nobody's heard about it yet. My personal goal by July is to have $500,000 in volume and $250,000 in bonuses paid out. The question is, whose organization is that going to flow through? We already did $100,000 without you. We're going to do $500,000 without you or with you, and we invite you to be a part of our team. With that, my name is Brandon Ivey, Regional Marketing Director with NLC International. God bless. Bye-bye.